Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I am Chantal. If you're a new subscriber, if you're an old subscriber, or you haven't subscribed yet, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching it. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this video, comment. I would really love to hear from you guys. And if you're here and you've been here and you're not subscribing, sis, what is you doing? Like, just hit the subscribe button already. So last week I missed a week on the series that I'm doing right now, which is Women in the Bible. I wasn't around, but I'm back, and today I'm super excited about the lady I'm going to talk about. So today's woman of the day is Joanna. Joanna means Yahweh's gift. Such a beautiful name. She was the wife of Chusa. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, please do not roll in your grave, Chusa. My bad. But yeah, she was his wife and he was the man in charge for Herod. So we believe that that was a very comfortable life that she was living with the role that her man played. She was in high society, in a life of affluence, a life of luxury, a life of comfort, and she lived in a society. Let me just paint a picture. She lived in a society whereby women were not allowed to socialize with men that were not their husbands, their fathers, or their brothers. This is what the rabbis used to teach in that day. So imagine that you're living in a time where you socializing or engaging with a man you're not related to or married to was seen as taboo, sort of, and was very shunned upon in the society. So that's the society that she used to live in until she encountered Jesus. She encountered Jesus, she met him, and he healed her. You can find this in Luke 8, and you can also read about her in Luke 24. So she was healed by Jesus and decided, I'm going to follow this man. I believe in him, I believe in his gospel, and I'm going to follow him. This is a man she's not related to. This is not a man that she's married to. But she decided, despite what society said, despite what the rabbis were teaching, that she was going to follow her heart, and her heart was telling her to follow and to listen and to be in the presence of Jesus. This is a lesson right there. We are scared to speak our truth. We are scared to live our truth because of the backlash that we are scared will come with it. We are just scared that our popularity, our image, our status may be stripped away from us if we speak the unpopular opinion, if we go against the grain. And we can learn from Joanna. We can learn that despite what society may say, despite risking or the potential of losing everything that we have that is material or status or whatever it may be, there is a greater purpose and we need to live our truth. So I love Joanna because when I studied her, I realized that she was one of the few people that actually got to be in Jesus' presence on a day-to-day basis and was also able to sustain them from what she had. She was a woman of wealth. She was a woman who lived in high society. She was a woman that ran in high circles, or the upper circles, if you can say that. But she decided that that was not worth it. Those were just material things, and she could give up that life for a greater life. So there are a few lessons you can learn. That one being one that I've already said, and the other one is we need to be able to make self-sacrificing decisions. Joanna decided to sacrifice, or was ready to sacrifice, her life of wealth, her life of luxury, her life of comfort to walk with Jesus. She was ready to make that decision, though it might have gone against her flesh. I mean, I can imagine being the wife to a very influential man, to a leader, to a king of that time or a ruler of that time. Sometimes the lives we're living, the decisions we're making, they're all about us. They're all about what we want. They're all about our desires. our fleshly desires most of the times, but we also need to be able to sacrifice those for a higher purpose, for a greater calling. And the second lesson we can learn from Joanna is to stay steadfast and rooted in what we believe. Despite what society said, despite the looks of disapproval she might have gotten for hanging around Jesus, she stayed rooted and in what she believed in. She did not care the murmuring of people, the gossip, the whispers. She didn't care about that. What she cared about is what she believed in, and she stuck to it. I feel like most of us, we tend to sway and we tend to give up on what we believe in. We tend to give up on what we love when so many people tell us, no, this is not it, this is not what you're supposed to do, this is not how it's done, this is not approved by society. We tend to then buckle and give in. But we need to buckle up and be like, no, this is what I believe in, this is what I feel is right, and this is what I'm going to stand for, and this is what I'm going to stay rooted in. The third lesson we can learn from Joanna is that wealth and luxuries are lovely, but they will not fulfill your purpose. She had wealth, she had luxuries, she had everything I feel like a girl would want at that time. She probably had the latest sandals, the latest clothing, the latest garments, the latest furniture in her house. She had the finest meals, she had help, whatever she wanted, I'm sure she had. And she had a life that most of us aspire to. But it did not fulfill her. She was ready to leave all of that to be in Jesus' presence. That should tell us that regardless of us wanting these things, regardless of us wanting all of these finer things in life, if you are not living in your purpose, if you are not doing what makes you happy, you will not be fulfilled. You will always be looking for something. You will always be searching, and you're going to be searching in the wrong things in the wrong places until you actually discover and figure out what is fulfilling to me. So I feel like those are the lessons that we can learn from Joanna. Very beautiful lessons, very modern, very current, very there was a teachable moments in her story that we can all learn from and we can still apply to this day. So that is all I have on Joanna. And as usual, I wrote something down just to, put in finer terms what I was trying to say. So this is like the summary of what I have been trying to put across. Joanna, Yahweh's gift. Joanna could have lived out her years focusing on the luxuries and privileges provided by her wealthy husband. Instead, she was willing to give up her mansion on earth for the mansion in heaven she knew would be hers when she committed herself to Christ. She stands in history as a woman with position and possessions whose devotion to her Lord is exemplified in humble service. God will bless us with material wealth and affluence because He definitely is a good God and wants the best for us. Amen. However, we need to be willing to risk or sacrifice our worldly possessions for what we truly believe in. We need to be women that can stand rooted in their purpose, in their love for God, that the glittery gold will not tempt us to conform. Regardless of how hard it may be, how difficult some situations can be, we have a graceful Father who will heal us of our infirmities and who will remind us of what is really important and will give us the strength to carry on in our purpose. With that, my loves, I say thank you for watching this video. Like it, comment, share, subscribe, and become part of my family. And until the next video, guys, love and light, and be kind to one another.